Hi, my name is Fletcher.
Hi, my name's Rigo.
My name's Jesus.
My name's Max.
My name's Tassif.
Howdy, my name is Devin Crane, and this is my persuasive speech over the Susan G. Komen Foundation. A sea of pretty patented pink ribbons have flooded our country in the past couple decades, becoming a cultural symbol for the fight against breast cancer. A nonprofit organization is one that uses its surplus revenues to further achieve its mission or goals, rather than distributing its surplus income to supervisors. There are many different nonprofit organizations I could have chosen for this speech that have many different causes that are so great, but I chose the Susan G. Komen Foundation for the fight against breast cancer. I've had multiple family members who have fought breast cancer, and most recently my grandmother was diagnosed. And as someone who has a strong family history in this cancer, I've seen what the disease can do to people. Every day is an uphill battle with cancer, so I'm very thankful for this foundation and all of the time and effort it puts into the fight against breast cancer. This disease is the leading cause of cancer-related deaths in women from ages 20 to 59, so it's pretty common and it's important for all of us to know how to prevent it or what to do to stay on top of it. Today I'm going to talk about the formation of the foundation and its mission, and also the impact it's had on our country and the disease. Firstly, we're going to talk about the formation of the foundation and its mission statement. According to the National Library of Medicine's website, in an article written on October 4th, 1999, a woman named Susan Goodman Komen passed away due to early onset breast cancer at the age of 36. Her sister, Nancy Brinker, created the Susan G. Komen Foundation to fight breast cancer in 1982 in her memory. Nancy made a promise to do something to stop breast cancer so it never could take another life. But Nancy herself, 2 years later, was diagnosed with breast cancer and became a survivor after a year-long battle. So this is a foundation that's really close to her heart because of her sister and also her own personal battle. At the time of its creation, the foundation was putting many slogans out to help advocate for mammograms for women to get screened for this cancer. And one of the slogans was, if you haven't had a mammogram, you need to get more than just your breast checked, which is something that they said means like, this is something that's really important, it's really common, so if you're not going to take advantage of this, it's probably not very smart. In a New York Times article written on April 27th, 2013, it was said by the year 2000, over 70% of women over the age of 40 were getting screened. And this was due to all that hyper-awareness created by the Susan G. Komen Foundation. The foundation's mission is simple: to end breast cancer. They do this by educating, supporting research, and offering grants to advocate for better breast cancer policy. Secondly, I want to talk about how they're making a difference in their impact in our country. Last year alone, the foundation's community grants provided financial and social support to more than 50,000 families that are affected by breast cancer. Their mantra is advocating for early screening and mammograms. And due to this, according to a New York Times article on October 15, 2011, mammography has significantly reduced the death rate for breast cancer for women between the ages of 50 and 60 by over half, which is a huge deal. The foundation has spent over $140 million on public health education and also $70 million to finance public research, and that's just in 2012 alone. They raise money for this foundation for the funding of the research by donations, and also their Race for the Cure run, which is a 5K, and it's a fundraiser that they do every year. This run alone raises almost $5 million for each run the city is held in, so that's huge for the organization, and it allows them to be as powerful as they are. According to Cancer.org, in an article written in 2013, over 240,000 new cases of cancer were diagnosed in 2013, but only 40,000 of those cases were fatal, and that's a huge survival rate, and this is due a lot to the advocacy of the Susan G. Komen Foundation. It's had a huge role in the education of this disease and the prevention. In conclusion, out of all of the nonprofit organizations out there, I'm speaking about the Susan G. Komen Foundation because it's doing amazing things for women, such as increasing our education about this disease, funding research, and providing free mammograms for those who can't necessarily afford it. The foundation is fighting with individuals for their own personal health, but is also fighting for our country's overall health. As a woman, it's a very real risk in our lives because it's something that is common, as you heard in all the statistics throughout my speech, and it's something that you need to be aware of so that you can prevent it for yourself. But also as a man, it's important for y'all to be informed that this disease is also really common, and if it ever comes to be something that you need to know how to advocate for them and support them and care for them. These women should be viewed and treated like the warriors that they are. So as Jennifer Anderson, who's a big advocate for breast cancer, said, cancer affects all of us. Whether you're a daughter, a mother, a sister, a friend, a coworker, or a patient, we all must support these fighters and the organizations in place to empower them.